the chocolates.
What the frick is that?
We got the chocolates.
Don't they do dad jokes?
We got the chocolates.
Wait, there's a podcast?
Yes.
Really?
Scouts, welcome back to another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast. I'm Lee.
I'm Skin.
And I'm Gode.
And that's Mikus over there.
Hello.
And Mikus films and chimes in when we need him. Skin, we've caught you off guard there. You're not ready to go.
No, I think I was on Perth time there.
That can happen. I've heard.
I can't hear anything in my headphones, so it's good.
What do you mean?
I can hear you speak, but not through my headphones.
At all?
Nah.
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird.
I'll just bear with
That's
us, guys.
better.
We'll be
That was
right
good. No, now you're good.
Oh, it fixed it.
Yeah, that fixed it.
Oh,
100%.
I'll just post something.
Mikus, you
Yeah.
little
back. Was it unplugged?
IT
I don't think so.
guru.
Well, it must have been.
Yeah, nice.
Can you hear now?
Couldn't be clearer.
Okay. Yeah. Great. That's good. It's good to have you back.
No, thanks. What did I miss?
Yeah, so Skip was saying he was on Perth time, and then I said
Yep.
that can happen. It was pretty classic gear, but you sort of missed your moment. So,
Well, it also says I'm Lee, I'm Skin, and I'm Yana in the document as well.
oh yeah, that's classic last week's ep. Edited it. Yeah, but anyway,
Don't worry
I
about
need
it.
to know that.
Yep.
You've probably arrived by accident, but definitely stay for a laugh. We got the chocolates. That's a win. And if you are sitting there wondering why should I be listening to this, Gode, you've actually got the reasoning.
Yeah, we don't do anything differently. We're just a hell of a lot funnier than a lot of people.
It's a good summary.
It's a great summary.
Nice little elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite rate it.
Thank you.
You did.
Stop doing that pointing thing. It makes me so uncomfortable.
All right, I'll try Migas.
Mikus, tell Skin to tell the story.
Oh, sorry. Skin, tell the story.
Okay.
Actually, Migas has got 3 medals, by the way, as well. If you hear them jingling mid-episode,
Yeah,
that's what's going
Different
on.
type of jingle. As opposed to the normal jingle.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. I thought you were making it weird
What?
somehow.
No.
Which you never would do.
I would never.
I've never heard you make something weird.
No, that's true. Mikus is a mature adult.
Very mature.
No.
He came in today and said, I'm not doing any more of those like innuendo jokes. He's lasted a long time. It's been good today, actually. Clear cut.
Topic
That's not
of
true. That's not
conversation
true.
around the office.
Something got him when he started cooking noodles.
Yeah, at like
yeah.
4 p.m. That's a whole day. Oh, wait, we got in late. Never mind. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Made it a few hours. Anyway, story was I've finally made my big return to golf on the weekend while you two were doing something stupid and I sort of, anyways, wasn't with you. Made my big return to golf after the hole-in-one day. First time I've hit a golf ball since the hole-in-one day. And I hit them so well on that hole-in-one day. So I was just going in full of confidence after a few months off while I've been editing the video. Played the little par 3 course up at Pacific
Yep.
at Carindale.
Yeah, up the top there. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice. First hole, parred it.
Did ya?
Yeah, just hit 3 really nice shots. It was great. I was on top of the world thinking I was going to be good. And then I proceeded to knife my next 8 tee shots straight over every single green.
That's hard to do. Oh, and saying that though, I've seen you play. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that hole in one day where, that
Who were you
was
playing
good.
with? Anyone to spectate and give you advice or anything?
No, well, I was playing with Eloise, who was somehow worse than me. So,
Yeah. What do you mean somehow? She's played a lot less than you. She should be worse than you. It's
Yeah.
just that you're quite bad.
yeah, it's just I'm quite bad. So it's surprising that anyone could be worse than me.
It's not that like you hit some good shots, but like I said this on the day as well. Like the difference between your best and your worst is so far. There's Grand Canyon largeness.
Yeah, like I could hit 2 shots aiming straight down the middle and hit either side of the Grand Canyon.
You could miss the Grand Canyon.
Wait. As in if he's lined up and tried to hit it. Like
but
his
he-
mission is just hit it in the Grand Canyon.
he could
The
miss.
Grand Canyon's the hole.
He could miss the Grand
I
Canyon.
could avoid a hole in one.
You could go north, south, east, or west of the Grand Canyon. I reckon.
Yeah, that is true, actually. That's
Yeah.
so great. So what, you could no more pars after that one?
No more pars. A lot of double bogeys, few triples. It was ugly.
That's tough on a par 3 course. You shouldn't be.
It was,
doing that
and
type
it's such a, or they're also short. It feels like you can, like, yeah.
Well, apparently not.
Feels like it should be easy, but yeah, I didn't work that out.
Where you hit
apparently.
driver though? That's strange.
I haven't played golf since. I need to, actually.
I played one. I've got a surprise for you guys
Do you?
after last week's show or the show before. Can't even remember.
It
Anyway,
was last week's.
Does this have anything to do with golf, or is that the worst segue ever?
nah, it's the worst segue ever.
Nice.
Or best.
Well, you could
Or
drink this
best.
at golf.
You can drink these. I bought some West Coast coolers for you blokes to try tonight.
Wow. That is really good, and obviously they do still sell them, which we were questioning
$13
last
at Dan Murphy's, who are arguably the best people on the planet, especially if you're a member there, which I am, member number 34217.
What
Was that bullshit?
No, I just made that up.
Okay, good. What is happening? Why? Okay, you've given out 17 free bloody branded plugs in the last 48 seconds. What?
Yeah,
I don't even know what this is. Why?
Well,
And in order of good people, who are the best people?
at this point in time, West Coast.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I think we should try one now.
Okay, I'm happy to try things.
try
Yeah,
one,
it's a twist top.
This I haven't had a sip of these for
10 years.
I have never had a sip.
less than 20. Yeah,
We used to have it at my place at Audley.
Yeah.
We just said, let's get some fucking Westies.
I have never had a sip of this.
Merry
they're
Christmas.
just as delicious as I
That
remember.
smells delicious.
Gosh, that's good. What does that taste like?
Oh my God.
It smells like a vape.
It tastes like a green olive.
I think it does
Yeah.
taste like Skin's Bucks Party
Yeah.
because it tastes like a vape.
Okay,
Because you were fucking chewing through a mug.
I have
Biggest
never.
kept shaking heads with me, and then I'd pull my hand away, and there was a vape in it.
Why's my hand black?
That tastes delicious.
I know, mate. I kept saying this. It's fucking unbelievable.
It really is good. They
Oh,
They haven't paid us enough for this segment.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
haven't paid. When you say
Oh, I
paid
haven't.
us
Yeah,
enough,
sorry.
they haven't paid us
Oh,
anything.
actually,
They've
you know
paid us
what?
$0. They haven't contacted us at all. Cody just really likes these drinks, apparently.
I'm minus $13.
I didn't even know they still existed.
this is one of the great reverse sponsored segments.
They are terrible people, but God, it's a nice drink.
West Coast Cool, sponsored by We Got the Chocolates.
We actually sponsor a lot of people when you think about it. When you put it that way. Oh my gosh, we sponsor that coffee shop down the road. A great deal.
Holy fuck, we found some salaries down there.
That's hardly our own.
That's why we're a bit low on the old charity work. Because the
mate.
funds keep getting out. We're just sponsoring a lot of people.
How's that? You happy with that?
Yeah, they should probably sponsor us after this though, because Jesus.
Once we're done sponsoring them, look at that contract.
Don't be afraid to return the favour, guys.
I'll be happy with that. Like, we sponsor them one episode, then they sponsor us.
Yeah, yeah.
It could
True,
work
that's a
out quite
nice
nice.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could drink them every week.
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
Every
dangerous.
weekday.
You could have them in the, so you could have that.
Weekend.
You could have that in the morning.
I would have that in the morning, absolutely.
Yeah.
Only
Well, I think
0.7.
famously I told you that Connor McInerney, who plays cricket for South Australia, used to just open every day with that. Also opens the batting, but he used to open every day with a Pepsi Max.
That's ridiculous.
That was
I
his
prefer
breakfast. And he just argued that why not? You can drink them at any time.
Yeah.
I guess you can. Yeah. There's nothing stopping you.
It's kind of weird though.
What's disappointing is you only brought a 4-pack because I finished mine.
That's what I'm saying.
What is wrong with you?
No, we can, but these things you have 14 in the first hour and 9 in every hour after that, I reckon.
Yeah,
you
and,
can't.
and not drive.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
drive. Yeah,
well,
good.
you can, but you can't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Allegedly. All right. So I'm not sure what we're up to now.
It doesn't matter, mate.
Yeah. Can you, Gigas, while I'm getting this, listen to the Chocs jingle, can you just point your mic a little bit higher there?
For you, I can do anything.
Thank you.
How's that?
Well,
not
you
out?
didn't change it that much.
Oh,
but,
that bolter is also delicious. Oh my God. Wow.
Holy heck, all these non-sponsorships.
Yeah. All right.
Wild yak.
Also,
Sorry.
we are going to get on to the reason that what Skim was referring to and why Mikas was wearing 3 medals,
Yeah.
the marathon that we did over the weekend. We will do a little recap. So just a forward sell for you there. So hang on. But first of all, I'm getting to listen to the Chocs.
I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But this
To the Chocs.
Gorgeous, mate. Well done, buddy.
Back and forth.
Must be the Westie.
Oh, probably has helped. Also, your microphone position is way better. I can hear you much more clearly now.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Made a big difference.
Beautiful.
Thank you. All right, first one. These are left. We got the chocolates.com.au. There's a lot of stuff there. It's a wonderful website, well put together. The gear is there. You've got heaps of options, really. You can listen to the podcast. You can get links to all our socials. But more importantly, you can also leave a voice note on the Choc line, which we do love to hear. Now, this is Patrick. He has famously on this podcast over a series of episodes been involved in a coin toss debate with Simon, I believe it was. So this is the right of reply. It's basically just become a breeding ground for this argument to continue.
Hey guys, Patrick here again for my ongoing argument with Simon. I just listened to your latest episode and I heard Simon's voice note. And Simon, I've got to tell you, man, you're an absolute champion and a gentleman. There's nothing for us to argue over. Cheers for admitting your error. I'm sorry for being such a know-it-all. Lee wanted us to argue, but, you know, there's nothing to argue about. And I really hope that you won your latest coin toss. In the meantime, if you've put this to air, I'm going to take my chance and tell you guys a joke that my dad used to tell me as a kid. Did you hear about the all-wooden car? It had a wooden engine, wooden wheels. Yeah, it wouldn't go. Love you.
Good. Really good, Patrick. Well done. And I'm glad. I would say that probably brings about a ceasefire in that argument, you'd think. Still haven't heard from Simon about whether he's won a coin toss yet.
Yeah. Feels a bit disappointing.
Well, you wanted
It's a
that
bit
to...
anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like-
Hey, mate, you got the maths wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I got the maths wrong.
And then he said, no, you're not an idiot.
No, we all heard it, mate. We got it.
Yeah. No, I like it. I
Yeah,
think it's
nice.
well resolved.
Yeah.
I think
No,
we
I
need
think
some
it-
more personal attacks in this argument.
Really?
Maybe you can jump on then.
Okay.
You sort it out. We also got one from Reese.
Hey, Chocs. Long time listener, first time Choc liner, I guess. I'd just like to thank Gode on the most recent episode because of his discussion around the old perfect game hole-in-one thing. I've actually been able to weed out friends in my friend group. I only like having smart friends. I don't like having dumb friends. So when I pose the question, what's easier, a perfect game in bowling, so 13 strikes, or hole-in-one in golf, all the ones that said, nah, hole-in-one, definitely way harder, I could bowl a perfect game easy, I no longer talk to because I'm not having any of that. So I appreciate you, Gode. Now I'm only friends with intelligent people, and I couldn't be happier. Cheers, boys.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Reese. And way to listen to both sides of an argument there. Very open-minded from Reese, which is what we love. It's also only 12 strikes, by the way, to get a perfect game, not 13.
Yeah, that makes it heaps easier.
And anyway, that's caused a fair bit of ruckus, I would say.
Yeah.
That social video, well cut down, Mickers, went very well. Well, yeah, very well in terms of numbers, but also very well in terms of the most comments we've ever had on a video.
Is
I would
that
say.
right?
I think so.
I reckon a nice amount of comment per like, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
which is
ratio.
a ratio that we look at.
Yeah.
Why would you? What?
So what you do, Skid, is you get the
Yes,
comments right.
and then divide.
I understand what comments per like.
So you just don't get social media, mate.
Why
You don't get it.
Why is that metric interesting?
Because people aren't just like liking, scroll through like. They've actually gone like, oh, you know, I'm going to comment on this.
Takes a bit more effort to comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you just don't get
Don't
it,
you
mate.
want both? Okay.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got both.
Sure, we can get both.
Would you? Okay, all right, a quick hypothetical for you. 50,000 likes, 7 comments. 10,000 likes, 1,000 comments.
Okay, for me, 7 comments because I don't like communicating with people.
That's preposterous.
That's fair.
Nah,
Anyway, it generated quite a bit of debate is what I'm saying.
yeah, large debate.
Large debate.
Mass.
Oh, that's what we call in the classics a T-ball.
That is. Now, there's a lot of people arguing both ways still.
I'm going to say there's more people arguing on my side. I
There
would
were
thought,
a lot of people arguing on your side.
Yeah, you
but
read out the stats though. Like
No, yeah,
all the
I know.
people arguing on Gode's side are just wrong.
That's what I'm not understanding. How are so many people like my favorite comment was the one that said, "How do people not understand maths?" But she was on your side, and I was like, "No, but you're the one not understanding
there were
maths."
so
It's like-
many comments that I wanted to just like argue at. It's like, oh, the bowling alley's got photos of people on the wall of just nuffies who have got 30. Like I got a hole in one at Capera. I'm not getting my fucking photo on the wall.
No, that's true. I think the summary of the argument, is that for nuffies like us, I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
Cody.
Yes.
But for professional, there is far more professional bowlers that could get a perfect game
Yes.
than professional
Yes.
golfers
Yes.
that would get a hole in
What
one.
was the question you asked?
I can't remember.
Would we, when we get a perfect game or a hole in one?
I thought I said, what's harder?
Yeah, for us, yeah.
Oh, well, you assumed that.
Yeah.
I was asking for.
We didn't clarify. No.
I don't know. But anyway, what I do think, and a lot of people have said you got to go and test it. Now, we've still got obviously massive mental scarring from the hole-in-one video in terms of
don't.
editing. So you're very fine,
Yeah,
Cody.
good as gold.
Yeah, so Cody's ready to go. We're not going to go and do that straight away. Just a full disclosure. That's
Unless
just not
there's any
happening.
video editors out there offering some free work.
That's right.
Holy, that's good.
Really good.
That is real good.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think we definitely at least should go and play temp and bowling against each other this week and find out just off the bat, no practice, who could get the most strikes. and just see like how what base level we've got to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'll probably get 12, and then
And if Skip gets a perfect game,
Could you imagine?
but if Skip gets 12, Cody, you would be heartbroken.
Like, you know how you're like so sure on things not happening, like it doesn't even cross your mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I maintain the perfect game is easier even for
Oh,
amateurs.
shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, like genuinely, lads. Yeah, whatever.
I agree with this kid. Mate, holy ones are hard. I've never got one. And I've got heaps of perfect games.
Exactly.
Oh no, I've got heaps of both. I'm sitting there going like, have you, mate?
In my life, I've done lots of both. I was like, that's a great lot.
Well done, mate. What are you doing here talking to us then for? Why aren't you on telly?
Yeah.
But your argument kept being like, I don't know anyone who's gotten a perfect game in 10-pin bowling. It was like, you don't know anyone that
When did I
bowls
say that?
ever.
When did I say that?
Yeah, you have said that.
A lot of people said that.
Do you know anyone that 10-pin bowls properly? Genuinely.
No.
No, neither do
Exactly.
I. This is the thing.
So, of course, no fucking amateurs ever gotten a 10-pin bowling.
I don't want to
perfect
offend
game.
anyone that 10-pin bowls properly because they're wonderful people and I embrace that.
But you don't know any.
But I don't know any. And golf is very cool at the moment. So, like, every elite athlete, like Ryan Pappenhausen, also a gun golfer, like Cameron Munster, gun golfer. Like,
But I reckon if you put them in a 10-pin bowling thing, they'd probably like bowl like a 150.
a perfect game, probably. Yeah.
Like they'd go like a 150.
Okay, so you're
Sure,
saying
because
that would
they
be-
never go 10-pin bowling.
Or, no, I'm saying like they'd go pretty good at 10-pin bowling.
Yeah, what I'm saying is if you threw more athletes like that into 10-pin bowling,
Like,
they'd
they'd
show
go
the
pretty
same
good.
amount of dedication.
Yeah. But like I still
As
just
they do
don't,
to golf.
I just still don't think like they're going to bowl a perfect game. They'll be pretty good at it. Like they're pretty good at golf.
Well, how many
They'll
of
be
them have a
more
hole in
likely to
one?
bowl a perfect game than to get a hole in.
Pardon?
Have they got a hole in one? Those golfers?
I don't speak to Ryan Pappenhausen on a weekly basis. Believe it or not.
We'll find that out and then report back.
I'll give him a ring.
Okay, good. Now can you lead us in your segment?
What the fuck are we doing?
I've pointed at you 9 times now.
No.
When I point to Skid, he just freezes.
No.
When I point to Vickers, he jingles medals.
Now, before we start this segment,
Oh, yeah.
like normally our humour is a lot of well thought of puns, play on words,
Yeah.
reacting to stuff that we've done, all that, just really clever sort of stuff.
Very technical.
Yeah,
Well, like a lot of doctors,
yeah, I
like a
think-
lot of people in the medical profession listen to We Got the Chocolates. It's a known fact.
yeah, the Thinking Man's comedy podcast.
It is, exactly.
Yeah,
Which
right.
is how we always elevate it.
That's the second. That's the byline. After we're just a lot funnier than a lot of people. Yeah.
It's actually quite a long
Yeah,
byline.
it's run out of ink. Right. So, but what we're going to do with this particular segment is maybe take you down another avenue.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's a subsidiary.
It's subsidiary
form of
yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, you just sort of it's the wronging of comedies, you know. You like that one? Didn't you?
I mean, I'm so sorry if you don't know what cricket is, but that's the funniest joke that's ever been told.
It's the doosra of.
As the Chris Green.
Oh dear. So what we're asking is, where's the worst place your junk's fallen out? What? So
We haven't actually asked
we
that
haven't
to
asked
anyone.
that. No. There was a hurdles race at the Ostrava Golden Spike meet in the Czech Republic, actually.
Which I thought was more of a volleyball thing.
Dearie me. Anyway, this poor hurdler, what is his name? I'll just read the headline here. Sprinter
Stop you there. I'm not sure it is a poor hurdler.
not from what we saw. Sprinter gets lucrative offer after his penis fall out of his shorts during a race.
Yeah.
So he was doing the 400 metres hurdles. He was coming down the home straight with a staggering lead and got slowed down for some reason. That's because the old fella may have fallen out the bottom of his strides.
Yeah. To be seen quite clearly.
Yeah. Look, I'll be the first to say it. Great penis, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
It's I saw that video and then straight after it was like my algorithm decided that I needed to see more of these type of videos.
Yeah, nice.
The next one I got was a bloke doing a backflip on a trampoline.
Yeah, oh, no.
I've
And
seen
it was
it.
like, have you seen that
I've
video?
seen it.
Man, it was like Bruce nearly hit me in the face as I was watching the phone. It was unbelievable. Some people, as it turns out, Skin, are doing quite well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In terms of that.
Unfortunately, none of us are sitting at the table.
Speaking of, by the way, just in terms of like, you know how we are. We spoke about the educational component, the intellectual
yes,
component
yeah.
of the podcast.
The Thinking Man's pod.
Yeah. like, so we don't just throw out like ludicrous sort of language like, oh, his cock fell out, for example, because that's like a little bit vulgar.
Easy.
No,
Yeah.
I've never heard any one of us say that ever.
Yeah, that's right. So we don't do that, which is why I'm interested.
Except for Gode immediately before we started recording.
Yeah, but what is some of your go-to ways of describing the male appendage? Because I feel like I was thinking about this today. I have quite a variety. Like at one point, I think I said, we've got this segment about this bloke's Richard Wilkins falling. And like, I didn't even double guess myself. It was just like, that's just part of my, what's the lexicon?
Yeah.
It's part of the lexicon. I've obviously gone for Bruce.
Yeah, I'm a big Zard guy.
You say Zard. What's your go-to?
What's
do you
your
reckon,
go-to?
Skip? I've always gone with Wang as well. That gets out there. It's
I'm a
Wang's
massive
all
Wang
out.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a big Wang guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys got any too? How would you describe it?
So when you okay, all right. So you're meeting a stranger, and for the first time you meet them, you go, "Hey, guess you wouldn't believe I got my
Dong.
something
I think
pierced."
I've been going dong recently.
Yeah.
Do you ever say ding dong, or is that just me? No, okay. Sometimes I go to ding dong.
You got to draw the line somewhere. And it's right between ding and dong.
That'd be a hyphen.
That's dang.
Need to do more of this.
This is a 4 grown man laughing about penises.
Sorry about that.
The pen
Very
15.
hard.
Oh yeah, pen 15.
Yeah.
Good.
Penis.
Yeah, Penis the Menace. There's so much variety. You never need to say the actual
No.
term again.
Yeah.
Penis the best. I haven't thought about that in a long
Yeah.
time.
I also must admit, I really struggle to call people with the name Alice, not phallus.
Palace. My sister-in-law. Yeah.
That was the example I was thinking of. Sorry about that, by the way. Gold Coast Marathon. We took it on. Question for you, Gode, really. At what stage can you say that you're veterans? After how many marathons would you say?
10.
Okay. Well, that's a shame. We're way off that. We ran a third Gold Coast one, I think. No one's done any more than that, have they?
What, in history?
Oh, yeah, no, in history, definitely. There was
Yep.
a bloke that's part of the SES that ran his 23rd yesterday, actually.
The bloke's done, I think, 40 of them.
Veterans.
Gold Coast Marathon.
That's proper veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called Spartans, I believe.
Are they?
Really?
Yeah, you see them running around with their little shirt that says Spartans.
What?
Yeah,
At which
right.
point do you
20
get a
years at the
Spartan?
Gold Coast Marathon or something.
Oh, that'd be us.
Really?
So what did that make you? So
not
when
bad.
you get to so it'll be 20 to 17, what do you be nearly 50?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Okay.
My time will still be improving. 50. Anyway, Skin. When I say we ran the marathon, you actually didn't. You ran the thon or marathon,
Yeah.
whichever you choose.
Yep. Dialed it back to the just the half marathon this year, which was a wonderful decision.
You were happy with that?
Oh, so happy.
Because you're, I would say, Gode, you can probably support me here. Skin, not one of the a very good decision maker, very intelligent, smart, but not one of the quicker decision makers at times.
I would describe him as indecisive.
Yes. So
fair.
I think, this was one of the quicker times I've seen you actually make a decision. I thought you might message them the day before and say, I'm thinking about changing.
Is there still space?
Yeah.
But you actually got in nice and early and you were happy with the decision.
Yeah, very happy with the decision. I don't know what got into me. I don't think it's that I'm indecisive. I think it's that I would rather avoid a conversation. So I just wouldn't have messaged and I just would have ended up running the full marathon because I couldn't be bothered telling them I didn't want to. Sort of thing.
Perfect.
It's like one less person I have to talk to.
It's very funny to me that you consider an email chain a conversation.
Literally.
You could borderline do that over text. But you could borderline even just not lob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't think.
Well, I was strongly considering that even once I dialed
Well,
it back to the half marathon. I realized the night before there was, I don't know why I was doing it. I realized the night before that only Michael was also doing the half marathon and he was trying to do a proper time, which I was never going to keep up with because I was so unfit, hence pulling out at the full marathon. So, can I help you?
It's just a proper type.
This is the best part of the story.
So
It's
I've,
good.
I've realized the night before, like, I'm going to be running the half marathon with no goal in mind, like not chasing any time or any sort of accomplishment and no friends. I just
He's ran on his Pat Malone.
just ran the half marathon very slowly by myself.
Also drove an hour and a half to
Yeah.
go do that.
Woke
the
up at
best.
3:30 in the morning to drive down the coast for a fucking whatever it was, 6 o'clock start. And it was just like, Why am I here?
Yeah, when you put it that way, there's actually not that many selling points.
But you're glad you did.
That's true. I did, yeah. I mean, I ended up doing better than I expected. I don't know how or what happened. I guess just the atmosphere. It is a great place. It's a great event, and ended up you feel happy about yourself once you get something slightly difficult done. But also, then it feels a bit unders watching everyone else do the full marathon the next day. It's like,
And to be honest, for someone like you, I thought that like that would almost be where you're at your happiest with no friends and just running by yourself.
oh, that's true.
Just wear a beanie so no one talks to you.
Yeah, why are you running the marathon, mate? I just needed some time by myself.
A little
How
alone
long-
time. That's true.
How long out of your Saturday did it kill? Like, what time did you get home?
Well, I think we finished. You finished running so early the half marathon.
8
It's
o'clock.
unreal. I did
8:30.
2 hours 8 minutes. So finished running at whatever that is.
Say
quarter past
8:30,
8.
yeah.
And then had breakfast and lunch with my good friend Mickus and was home by lunch. No. I had lunch with Mickus, so I wasn't home by lunch. I was home by after lunch.
Home by post lunch.
1 o'clock, I suppose.
Lovely. Yeah. So Mix, as you mentioned, the reason he's got 3 medals, he ran the half marathon with Skin on the Saturday morning. Didn't run it just because Skin was running it. He was always running it. He wanted to get the 3 medals. Ran the full marathon the next day. And then because of that, you've run, what's the total?
63.3. That's not it.
So the biggest
This
medal
one, the big dog,
The double.
is the double.
the
Michael
Dublé.
Michael
Dublé in the
Dublé.
eye.
The Dublé in the R.
How many did the Michael?
750.
Okay.
I think, and I came 113th.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Out
Yeah.
of the 750.
Yeah.
Cumulative time, I'm assuming.
both, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's good.
His cumulative time on both over 63.3 kilometres was faster than mine and Lee's first marathon time.
Like, as you're talking a per kilometre time, is that what you're
No, like
Like-
total
Oh,
duration.
I
heavens
think it
above.
was 5.
yeah.
5:12. I did it in.
What did you run your first marathon in?
5:17.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
good
if
on
we-
you then. Well done
Well-
for this year.
It's staggering, and we'll get to that. But what I found staggering was that, that's probably connected actually. So in terms of just what I've got written here, times were we happy? I was ecstatic with my time. I was actually going for like 4 to 18. I kind of went unders because I bit the dust pretty hard in like the last 5Ks. So I ended up with 4:26. But from 5:17, which is the first one that we did, that was like, for me, made me feel pretty proud of myself and up and about. But what was quite deflating was that I was running with Disco Dave the Brit, who most people will know here, and he ran with me for the first sort of 27 kilometers, and then he bit the dust bad. Like he had to basically stop. He was not going very well, and I kept trying to run 5:55 pace, which I achieved up until like the 38 kilometer mark. Dave walked for a good portion of that. At one point, went into the back of an ambulance to try and get his cramp like rubbed out of his leg.
No way.
So as I was running back past the 39 kilometer mark, Dave was in the back of an ambulance
Also-
waving to him.
Those paramedics should not be
Yeah, I was
rubbing
about
out
to say,
Disco's
you should not
cramp.
be seeing
People
a
have
paramedic
fucking
for
heart
cramp.
There
attacks.
was the last kilometre. There were people genuinely unconscious on the side of the road, and
Disco-
there was no paramedic because Disco was getting a cramp rubbed.
Getting a calf rub because he didn't have fucking bananas.
that was my first thought. But then the bigger issue with that is Dave's total time, right, after walking like the last, 14 kilometres
Yeah.
of the race, 4 hours, 46 minutes.
No.
So how
What?
slow?
Or
is
52.
that right?
I think
4 hours,
52.
52 minutes. So how slow must have we gone
The first year.
You guys
to
walked
get-
the last 17 kilometres that first year.
We did walk.
Yeah, we were cooked by like 27.
27.
Yeah. And also we walked like, it was barely walking. We had a 14-minute kilometre in there.
Yeah.
And also your running for the first 26 was also like 6:30s.
Yeah, right.
Like minute Ks.
That quick, actually.
Yeah. One of the quick-
14-minute K is a slow K.
That was a very slow K.
That was pretty stationary, that K. Yeah.
That's normal. That's like your normal walking pace.
That's
That also
Yeah.
probably
Well,
actually on reflection that also wouldn't have helped. We were walking. Dave probably walks at regular person pace, and we had Skid.
That's so good. That bloody. I reckon. So you could nearly even do a challenge, like a golf challenge, to marry that up to the marathon. Like
What?
I play you blokes.
Oh.
I play 27 holes, and you blokes play 18 holes.
Wow. Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
for the walking
Oh,
speed.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay. I see
it's
what
a
you're
number
saying.
of shots.
Yeah, love it. Oh, yeah, okay. So you do the
Oh,
double.
yeah, okay.
And we
I do the
single.
double. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Because Mickus beat us in the double on the marathon. You would beat us in 27 holes on 18.
Yep.
See what you're saying?
And because we need to do more golf content, obviously. after
18
that
holes
whole
of golf
month.
is a challenge. Well, so is a marathon.
I think a marathon's a bit harder.
Oh,
18 holes of golf is actually just called a game. It's not really a challenge.
It's a Sunday.
pretty tough.
Okay, today we're doing a real hard challenge. 18 holes of golf. Yep, that's a round.
Do you have a cart?
Nah.
That's a
Good
challenge.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a long time. What else did I have here for you? Oh, yeah. I was very happy. One thing, the subtle brag, was my shot percentage for empty cups at aid stations in bin. Did not miss one. 11 from 11.
Bullshit.
Wow.
Genuine, didn't miss. And I took some tough shots.
Yeah.
Like, so at one point, it was a genuine, like, over the shoulder number as a lady was stood in front of me.
Yeah,
Bang,
sick.
hit the rim, back it went in.
Wow.
I got really engaged in that contest, I must admit, from like the 35 kilometres.
I
That's
bet
the
you did.
highlight of the marathon.
Yeah. The bin shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, and so, Gode, you got to run a marathon?
Nah.
Half?
Nah.
Not even half.
No, like see, like on my weekend, I went to a brewery and had their tasting paddle, and that was beautiful.
Yeah, like you can do that too. Like it's not like it's. Would you do the GC 10K next year?
Nah, see, like here's my thing with running, right?
Okay.
Like I don't see the point in driving an hour and a half to go for a run.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
You'd
a good,
rather
it
run
is a
that
good
hour and a
point.
half
Yeah,
down there.
Well, it's just more. Yeah, obviously, like
It's fast.
It's just more like
100K.
okay, Gingas, let's go for a 10K run. I was like, okay, sure. I'm gonna walk out my door and start at my driveway, and then just do 5K, turn around, and come home.
Okay. So, you know, like, what about the scenery of the, we got to see SeaWorld? That's
you?
actually why they call it SeaWorld.
While you're running, like there are better places to run, but like I
The
just
Atmos though, get around the Atmos.
Atmos is overrated. It's
Nah,
fake.
it's actually not.
It's fake.
Nah, it's not.
fake fun.
Oh,
No.
actually, the Atmos, there was one house at 7 a.m. in the morning, little unit, like
Hedges Ave.
wherever it was, Hedges Ave, yeah, which is very nice gardening. And
That's you know what that's next to Benson Street, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cigarette joke, that one for all the smokers out there.
Nah, not me.
Haven't got it.
Benson and Hedges.
Are you joking?
No, not at all.
Do you reckon they jump on board many podcasts?
What durries? I'll smoke a durry for a couple of grand.
I'll smoke a day for free.
Jody, what do you think of that? Sorry, mate.
Wait, sorry, just kidding.
No, you pay $48 a bag for it.
If we had Benson and Hedges on board, we'd have to do smokers breaks every 10 minutes of the podcast.
I'll mention to my boss.
Anyway, I'm not sure what we were saying. Oh, yeah, the ladies there were like on the balcony cheering for us having mimosas.
Oh, see, that's more me. I'll join
7
the,
a.m.
I'll join the ladies.
That's what I
out
said to
there.
Mick.
The
I was like,
subwoofers were like pumping. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. And my headspace at the back end of the race was very poor. Like, as in, I was running the last 6Ks going like, similar to Skin, actually. Why am I doing this? Again, running by myself because Disco was in the ambulance.
Could still be there.
Get the massage.
Just a massage gun.
So I'm just running by myself. And like every now and then someone's saying like, go lethal. I'm just like, you're almost there. I'm like, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's great. And then got to the end. It was obviously a massive guard of honor for me just after the race.
Because you were the
started.
last person. That's a lot.
So I doffed the cap like I was retiring.
Yeah.
For that was my last marathon. Because I just want to go and sit on the balcony and drink mimosas.
Yeah.
Because you got to make the mimosa these
Oh,
opportunities.
You
Skin.
did that whole 3-minute gag set for that one gag. That's what
Are
good.
you happy with it?
Couldn't be happier.
All right. I have a voice note again. Now, we wouldn't often do this, actually. We usually leave the Choc line recordings for the start of an episode and to listen to the Chocs segment. But this one I thought it was just too hard to cover in Listen to the Chocs. It feels like it needs a bit more of an in-depth conversation.
Okay.
This is from Johnny.
All right, chaps, this is Johnny here. Got a bit of a request for you. I'm trying to get into the rugby league scene in Australia, and it's time for me to pick a team to support. Now, I don't live in Australia, and I don't know anyone who does, apart from you guys. So I'm I just need a bit of advice on which team to support. And if you guys could give me the rundown of the various fan groups of each of the teams, that'd be pretty useful, I think. For reference, I'm a Salford Reds team over here in the UK, and they're not doing too hot. In fact, they're bottom of the table pretty much all the time. So if there's any teams that are similar to that are pretty crap, I do quite like losing. It's more enjoyable to complain about things than to celebrate, I reckon. So yeah, any advice, let me know.
I think we all thinking the same thing.
We're all thinking the same thing, right? And we can all easily just say the Titans, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But like, if you're thinking like Salford, which is north of England, and the Titans, like the lifestyle doesn't really match up. You know,
I see
you're
what
picking
you're
up what I'm
saying.
putting down there.
Okay. So wait, you're saying the Gold Coast is more like a Cornwall type of thing? I'm not
More
sure
like
the Sydney team.
it's like yeah. Like,
But it's more that like coast lifestyle.
yeah. It's a really tough question. I'd love to know a little bit more about Johnny to sort of help him with this. But
Well, his name's Johnny, if that helps.
Yep. Okay. No, that doesn't.
Well, if he's looking for a losing
He's from
team,
Great
he's surely got some other options. Like Tigers aren't great, are they?
Tigers isn't a bad shout, and they're on the like the up as well. They're not getting any worse. So if he wants to maybe
True,
you know,
might catch him
join,
at a good time.
yeah, like, it's like investing in the stock market. You know what I'm saying? Invest at the bottom and go on the way up.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
Never done it, but
Nah.
yeah, okay, I like that. West Tigers is an option.
Uh-huh.
Rabbitohs up there.
Yeah, working class people, aren't they? They're just good doers. The Rabbitohs supporters.
Good at doing what?
Just
But
getting
see,
it done.
like he said, he said he's happy to like losers, and he couldn't support a team that's won the most premierships in the comp. So like that's impossible.
Well, won the most premierships in the comp where there were 4 other teams in the comp.
Well, I mean, there's only numbers, isn't there?
last week you didn't care about the numbers, but we'll tell you what was
Can I
more.
ask you a question?
Okay.
You're a bit of a rugby league guy.
I like rugby league.
Yeah, would you say, okay, so St. George before they merged won numerous premierships. I think they won 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And they've only won one since they've merged. Do you say they won, say, 16 or is it 15 and 1?
Like, I think for someone like me that's more of like a
Casual
fan, it's like you can't, it's like people are like, oh, yeah, but we won those 17 back. I'm like, no, not really. That's mine. That will offend people, obviously. Though. Our auntie is like one of the great St. George fans, and she like walks around going, I think she's great, auntie, actually, isn't she?
Couldn't tell you. Could
Yeah,
not tell you.
But that's the thing. Is it a St. George fan or is he a St. George of the Warra fan?
Well, yeah, who knows? I've never asked.
Yeah.
I try to avoid.
Oh, really lovely.
She's
way.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that controversial. Fun fact, was at the grand final when St. George
You
won
were?
their one grand final.
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it seemed like it seemed very commonly accepted that was just going to be their first grand final win.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
fair.
back
I don't
when
think that was
Skin
controversial at all.
Wally Lewis, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You were
Yeah.
on the up as a rugby league player.
That was the year I peaked.
You were cruelly cut down by lack of interest
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the peak of
So
your
what I did
powers.
was won the premiership that year. Then we travelled to Sydney, hence being at the grand final.
Mm-hmm.
Where I don't know, our club did it every year, and we'd never won one. So we went down and won, and then I gave up the next year.
Yeah.
Good career.
Classic.
Yeah.
I think the Tigers.
I think the Tigers. Or you want him just as a Titan supporter, Mikas? Is that what you're
That'll join the
Yeah,
other 9 of yours.
Nah.
Tigers a little bit of a scandal recently. I think the coach is fighting with the player or something. in
No,
line
he's
attack, line
gone.
defence.
Nah, Galvin's gone. De Silva's
No,
gone.
the next one, Adam Dewey.
Oh, yeah. Don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Dewey. No.
Nah, do we know or not?
No.
Yeah.
I'll just say the Tigers.
I think it's the
Titans.
Tigers. I think the answer is
Yeah.
the Tigers.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Johnny, hope that helps. West Tigers is the team for you. I don't know much about the Salford Reds. I looked up, I Googled them, and they were poor. They're not going good.
No. They're no Leeds or St. Helens.
Who's going good over in the Super League that were ex-NRL players now? Do you follow it much?
Jai Field used to play for Parramatta.
Really?
Bevan French also used to play for Parramatta.
Cameron's brother.
Yep.
Maybe you should. Okay. It's quite
A
niche.
second-grade cricketer from Redlands.
So you've made one joke in 9 years in this podcast, and that's
Get it.
That's what you,
One bloke will get it.
It applies to everyone that's played Redlands Tigers, second grade to maybe first grade.
yeah.
Oh, a little bit of threes back in the day.
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
We've opened it up. Very happy.
Yeah, see.
All right, Skin, let's call him.
Skin just ended on a laugh. Look at him go.
Holy
Well,
dude,
that's
this just
good.
felt like it's gone for ages.
only
Well, not
gone for
felt like it's gone
40
for.
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna throw another team in there, then I was like, no, let's just end that
Well,
one.
I think that
gonna
was
say-
always
I
going to
was
be
gonna say Cowboys.
Yeah.
I like Cowboys. I was trying to think of teams that are like, I mean, they're a Queensland team, so they probably are hated by the people, and they're probably just liked by people in Queensland.
I would
But,
say the Sharks in that scenario.
like, I was like, who is a team that's just kind of like,
a nothing team.
oh, they're just like everyone's kind of like, yeah, they're fine. Like for me, I was like Raiders are like that to me. I'm
Yep.
like, I like,
The Warriors.
Warriors.
Warriors are very
But
easy
then
to
they're
get
not
on
even,
board.
yeah.
They're a bit like of a meme at the moment.
Oh,
like,
oh, then I'll go
Wise.
the Dolphins. Then there you go.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it up the wires
So
play
did
3
I.
times yesterday
Yeah.
during the marathon.
Which was so random.
well, plus someone wearing a Warriors jersey and someone just wearing up the wires. But then how many times do you
It's
reckon that
probably
place-
it's
anyway.
probably Roger Duvas-Shek.
I think it was.
There was a guy wearing a Bulldogs jersey, and then a guy running the marathon just ran at him and said, "Go the Broncos!" And the guy in the Bulldogs shirt looked really not that into the marathon.
Yeah, I
think he
saw
didn't
something
want to be there.
online today about someone was wearing a Queensland jersey, and the guy was filming and went, "Go the Blues," and the other guy was like the guy, the Queensland bloke was like, oh, fuck off out of Australia then.
Oh, great.
Or something like get out of Australia.
What?
And then all the
makes
comments are like,
minimal
is
sense.
he aware that?
Blues are like
And then
40 minutes from where we are.
And it was like, no, he did a lap and then he came back.
Tweet ads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he did a lap, came back.
The marathon nearly went there.
Yeah. if you
Got back to the turning point of this marathon.
instead of turning, if you just kept going another 15 minutes, you would have been there.
Yeah.
Hey, just before we get into the game, we got an email this week that got us up and about. It's from a bloke named Reese, and honestly, this is exactly the type of message, I think, or email that reminds me of why the Friend of the Show award exists, which we haven't given out for a while. Here you go. Hi, fellas. First, I'd like to say I love the podcast. I'm actually about 10 or 15 episodes from finishing all of them, having started listening in March. Solid effort. It really feels like I've got to know you guys while tuning in. So much so, I'd love you to all be at my wedding next year. I have actually invited a number of Mikus's best mates. He's never met any of them, but they're great people. Skid, with his big, loud personality, would be a perfect MC. Lee could be the day coordinator. We all know how he's a stickler for timekeeping. And we'll have Gode on the camera work. Let me know what you think. Have your people contact my people being me and me alone, in 4 to 6 business years. It's just wonderful stuff.
Yeah, it's
Love
good.
you, obviously, at the end as well. Now, I thought like that is the type of email that just needs to jump the queue, I think, and just go, friend of the show card needs to be awarded straight away. That was my vibe. What did you guys think?
No, I love it. And you used my favourite word of all time, a stickler. I love that word.
Yeah. Well, he used it.
Yeah,
that was
but-
Reese's
Oh,
email.
right.
That was
no,
the
no,
email?
no. Yeah. Double points, Reese. Well done.
Well, you can actually
Friend of the
say
show
that to
cards.
him in person, Gody, because he actually joins us on the
You're
phone right
joking.
now. No, he's here.
Whoa.
Reese, are you there?
I am. Hi, guys.
Hello, Reese. How are you? Cody's got something he wants to say to you.
Reese, great use of the word stickler. It's one of my top 5 favourite words, I reckon. Well done.
Well, I think there's no other way to describe Lee's timekeeping, really.
Agreed.
Reese, at another stage, it probably won't involve you on a podcast episode. I'd actually love to get Cody's other 4 words there. But that is all right. Reese, are you happy to accept We Got the Chocolates Friend of the Show, number 43?
Oh, of course. Definitely.
Yes. Okay. Magnificent. Now, that is wonderful news. Now, generally, there would be some sort of prize, and in fact, there still is. It's a $100 LSKD voucher. You're in the UK, so we might have to find some other stuff to ship to you as well. I've got like a tote bag here for you, actually.
awesome.
Movember tote bag as
Nice.
well. So you might be seeing that on camera. So that's
Huge
coming your
news.
way as well. That's impressive. Cody loves that. Find a way to just give a lip, mate. Tote bags are in.
No, you did right, mate.
You're not happy with that? No, I can't give him a fucking car. What do you
Not exactly Mr. Beast.
Send him some fucking West Coast, sorry.
Yeah, but then you got to deal with customs and stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, Reese, can we say, is there actually a wedding? Is that a real thing? Like, obviously, you've nailed all of our personas. So you've done that particularly well. Is there a real wedding?
Yeah, next year, next July.
Jeez. All right.
Huge news. Is it in
And,
Brisbane by any chance?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
And hearing my email back, it sounded more like I was trying to employ you than invite you.
Oh.
But unfortunately, there are no funds for that at all.
No, that's all right.
So you would have to pay for yourself.
Yeah.
And I could reimburse you in beer, which of course you'd have to pay for yourself as well.
Oh.
That is one of the great reimbursements. It sounds like actually Reese's wedding is also going to be sponsored by We Got the Chocolates.
Yeah, potentially. You're good people, so.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like a great deal for us, mate. Now, the other question that I had for you just before I let you go, your last name is actually Napper, I believe. Do all of your friends
Yes.
call you Sleepy by any chance?
No, but I shall be going as that from now on.
Yeah, I think it's only fair. Yeah, and you probably do.
Yeah, definitely.
You probably just potentially need new friends. Have you got nicknames? Like, sure, what? Someone has to have thought of that, do they not?
No. Yeah, no, my friends are not big on the nicknames, to be honest, which
Are you
is
friends
quite
with, like, normal
disappointing.
people?
I'm sorry. Like, if your last name was Napper, like, you're going sleeps, aren't you?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Even
Be
Reese
fair,
calls himself
but,
that. He's dying for a friend to call him that.
one of the great nicknames.
I would agree. Thank you, Reece. We appreciate your recommendation. So let's pass that on to your friends. But I mean, you don't need to because we're now friends, as you are friend of the show, number 43. Gode's sourcing some better prizes for you at the moment, but in the meantime, we will just send you what we said. What?
Just give him some of our fucking merch. We've got fucking cupboards full of it. It's only that.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we could do that as well. Yeah. I'm sure there's a pair of socks out there.
You don't mind.
All right, Reece. Well, we appreciate you in the UK, probably your work day actually. So thanks for taking that little 10-minute break to have a chat to us, man.
Oh, that's fine. Everyone's got a job. Not everyone's a friend of the show. So
Nice.
You know?
It's really good.
Yeah, that's what we often say. Yeah, very good, Reece. Thank you for your time, mate, and have a wonderful day.
no worries. Cheers, guys. Have a
Thanks,
good one.
mate.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Love you.
Nice, love you. Yeah, sorry.
Never done that, eh?
No, we should have. We haven't had a phone call for ages.
No, we haven't.
I was out of practice.
Nice.
Yeah, I was nervous.
I've also got Gode
no,
spraying my
I was-
prize giving abilities the whole time.
Yeah.
What do you
Don't
want
worry.
from me?
No, don't worry about it, mate. Okay. It's all good. We're on to the game this week, and there's no jingle for this game as well because I made it up this afternoon.
Oh, great.
Beautiful. And after your guys, I'm going to say borderline heroic effort.
I just think it's interesting to say you made this up this afternoon. The game is a quiz.
It's a trivia.
yeah.
What, would you make up trivia?
I made up trivia.
Today.
I should actually pitch that to TV shows. What can we call it?
Someone's got to do this.
What can we call it?
Quiz.
What can we- Sale of the
Quiz.
century. Has it been taken? Anyway, I'm giving you guys a quiz.
We've also got your quizzed Gode. Like we've done quiz anyway.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
only Gode. Yeah, but that's just questions against Gode.
Yeah.
No
No,
one's
but
actually
like-
thought of asking.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay.
the topic for this trivia is the marathon.
The marathon. Okay.
Marathon. All right, get your whiteboards out, guys, please.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. I've got a feeling it's got nothing to do with running.
Interesting
I think
observation.
it'll have one running base question.
It will, definitely. All right, so what I've done for you guys, I've done 5 questions. As per usual, when we're just doing a quiz-based game, you guys need to get cumulatively more than half, all right, to avoid me getting a point. All right.
In the Joe Daddy Award, he
In the
speaks
Joe
of,
Daddy
it's
Award.
currently 16 all between Gode
Interesting.
and Skin.
Interesting. There is, however, as for you 3, which doesn't count as a Joe Daddy, for you 3, in the first question, there's a bonus point.
Great.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, question number 1.
Yeah, did you want a sound effect there?
Yeah, quick. What do you got for it? Just pick a random one. 3, 2, 1, go. Press the button. Nice, not bad.
I think this would have been better.
Nice, beautiful.
Yeah.
We should do a segment where you just close your eyes and press buttons. All righty. Question number 1. How many miles are in a marathon to the nearest point? All right. Bonus point if you get the decimal place as well.
The nearest point, like Wellington Point?
Yeah. So how many miles to the nearest mile?
Okay. I think I'm going to battle for this question. Apologies, because I don't even know if a mile is less than a
Oh, well,
kilometre.
that's good.
This was this was my soda. This was the gimme. You should know this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's...
No, I don't.
I'm pretty happy with that.
I wouldn't be. From what I've seen.
All right. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
I think it's 31.8 miles.
Holy.
26 point something, but 26.6.
I've gone 26.2.
The answer is exactly 26.2.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what? I thought it was, but then I thought I was just throwing myself off because of 42.2. But then that would have probably just been.
Pretty long game if you talk us through every answer, mate.
All righty.
Oh, I thought you'd want to know.
Question number 2, which is actually the one after 1 and just before 3.
Fuck, I hate myself. It's like, again, I say this all the time, but I say like so few words on a podcast. And for some reason, like the chiming in thing, I just say things that, like, it's no use.
To be fair,
We need to remove the when required from chimes in when required.
Just chimes in
Just
when
chimes.
not required. Chimes in when he
Usually at
should
the
be
wrong
silent.
time.
Oh, that's really got you, hasn't it?
It's just like, there's just so much wrong with me.
Can't rehearse that stuff. It's just,
All right.
that's
Number
good.
2. All right. Which country has won the most Olympic gold medals in the marathon?
I feel much more confident about this answer.
Really?
I don't.
No, I'm not
great.
confident at all.
All right. Do you want me to reveal?
Yeah, I'm ready to reveal.
I
Wait.
feel bad. Now I've got the answer of Kenya.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Okay, are we right
But
or racist?
We're not.
Kenya, let us know.
No,
if we
I
got
don't like that game.
We're not right or racist.
No.
Ethiopia is
Oh, okay.
metaphor.
I don't like that as a game. No, that's a horrendous
they-
name for a game.
That's a poor take. Are they close in proximity to
Yes.
each other?
Oh, they're very
countries?
close. Yeah.
Okay, what's so?
All right.
No.
And that's enough of the running questions. All righty.
Okay.
Oh, I got none right of those ones. I'm never
You
going to
got
get
one. You got one right. You got the first one
Are
because
you giving him
26.
that?
You got 26 right, but then the bonus point was for the point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
so you
great.
got a
Sorry.
point and you got 2
hell
points.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Skins on 2.
Okay, you don't get a point.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
rush
no,
to
But the
just
bonus
trying to
point's
keep-
not to do with me. It's just to do with you three.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Which NRL team's home ground was previously called Marathon Stadium?
Fuck.
I've got no idea.
One of the great trivia questions of all time. You should know this too.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, if you don't know this, you've been living under a rock.
Is that right?
Okay. No, that's probably pretty harsh. Actually, it's pretty niche.
All right.
I don't love what I've said.
Okay.
Not at all.
It really is
a
a big old guess.
Oh, wait. Do you have to say the stadium name or the team that
The
played
team. The team.
there? Okay. I've said the New Zealand Warriors.
Okay, I've gone the Roosters.
I've got the Rabbitohs.
The answer is the Newcastle Knights.
So close.
Okay.
That's unlucky.
That hurts.
I don't. Yeah,
Right.
I'm none from 3.
yeah,
This is trouble.
is bad.
This is real issues. I would have thought minimum 2 from 3 out of those 3 for all of you. Oh, Skin's got 2 from 3.
Yeah, I'm too.
What did you? Oh, you
The
got the
bonus.
first 2, right?
Yeah. No, you got the
No,
first
you got
one
the
right and the
bonus.
bonus in them.
Still a bit confused by the bonus, but that's fine. Let's move
Well, I'll
on.
deal with that later, mate.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. So what I'm going to do for you, for your scorecard, rub that tick out over there and put a little tick over here for yourself. So you get a little bonus point for yourself. You like that?
Does that mean he's ahead in the
Love
game?
it.
He's ahead in the
Maybe.
game, but it's not helping your cause against me, is what I'm saying.
Right. Nothing's helping our cause against
No, you guys are
considering I've
really
contributed
struggling
0.
here. Yeah,
Oh,
okay. The Taylor Swift song, All Too Well, recently became the longest song in history to reach number 1 in the charts.
Interesting.
To the nearest minute, how long did it go?
Ooh,
What?
It's a marathon of a song.
it
Yeah,
is.
I get
You
that.
you see the link there?
There is a link.
Yeah,
You've got to write something.
42 minutes. No.
Have you written anything?
Yeah, I've written something. I'm
Okay,
waiting for
what is it?
Skin.
Yeah, you go.
Oh, I've written 10.
I wrote 9.
I read 11.
10 minutes
Frick.
and 13 seconds.
I'll skip
was
it.
it?
Sometimes 13 seconds can be important.
Oh, you'd round that up to 11? Wrong.
Serious churn too. Just quietly.
That's a great tune.
Well, you guys are all in a bit of froth here, I'll be honest with you. Skin's going to look like you're going to take a point.
Yeah, none from 4 for me so far.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's good.
Does look like
Also-
you're also going to take a point.
None from 5. Have we discussed the punishment for none from 5 in a trivia game yet? I thought it was nude
We've
skis.
thrown out around.
You have to use a tote bag for the rest of the week. Sorry.
Poor Reese.
I know. I shouldn't have said that. It's a great tote bag.
We also actually do sell tote bags.
Yeah, we can send him one of our actually good tote bags.
That's what I'm saying. That's more the link that I was going
Well,
to. Back
apparently not what Biggest was saying.
No, same.
Oh, okay. I think we had different things. Anyway, now question number 5, and this probably will be the last one.
It seems that way.
Michael might guess. No. Anyway, a marathon tennis match was played between John Isner and Nicholas Mahut at Wimbledon 2010. What was the score in the 5th set?
Oh my.
You remember the match?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know how tennis scores even work, Gode.
Well, it was.
It went for like 3 days.
Yeah. So obviously there's a tie. Wait, so it's 7-6 and then tiebreak. I assume.
No, well, back in those days, there was no
The fifth
tiebreak.
set
fifth
was
set.
no
ever.
way.
Yeah, you had to win by 2 games. I assume I'm allowed to tell you that.
Oh, so there's a 2-point difference. Great.
That's what I was trying to put down there. Yeah.
I think you'll get this.
I
no
can't
hope.
remember the exact numbers, to be honest. I feel I'm in the vicinity.
Well, you go first then.
There you go.
I've written, this is going to sound very weird. I've written 48, 46, but I think it could also be 41, 39.
Okay. Well, I might not reveal mine then.
Well, I wrote
Oh, wait.
I wrote 143.
That
141.
tennis match is still going.
I wrote 27, 25, mainly just because 27.
It's closer to what I said, isn't it? It's in the 40s, I thought.
70, 68.
Skin's almost the closest.
That is
Holy
close.
shit.
Why is it annoying? You was
Because
sort of 70 off.
I can't prove it, but I was tossing up the 70s and then I was like, no, let's just double it. See what
I've
happens.
heard that about you, actually.
Ooh.
Well, Skin, you've definitely got the chocolates there.
Well, that's a clinical performance there, Skin.
Cody's also got the chocolates in terms of a point for the show. Daddy, that was very That felt hard for him to not get a point.
True.
But that Skin's got, what did you end up getting? 3.
Well, only 2 and then 1 bonus.
Okay.
So Skin gets a point, but Gode also gets a point.
Yep. So Gode and I remain tied for a Joe Daddy.
It's 17 all.
Hmm.
We need to work out more ways that people can get points.
Yeah, it's the only way I can think. If someone's going to host it, they need to find a way.
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
no,
it.
that makes
I'm fine
sense,
with
but-
that. I mean,
Yeah.
as a podcast in general.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I-
not the game.
I think it needs to be outside of the game. The point is to be the best podcaster. It can't just be the best at playing the game. At the
I
end.
honestly think right now it's a weekly story, and after you put the podcast up on like a Friday morning, because everyone listens to it on the first day, you know that as well as anyone.
I absolutely know that.
It's who was best on ground for the week.
I like it.
That's really
So we
good.
can do a point for the game and then an extra point for
Yeah,
who
It's
was
almost like
who was
Dancing
on
with the Stars type
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Just vote for your favourite.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I
who do you
like
want to
that.
evict?
Yeah,
Big
that's
Brother
good.
style.
Okay, that
Is there
hurts.
anyone that we would trust enough? Like, you know how in the Brownlow medal they have the umpires vote?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone that we would trust enough who is very, very good at podcasting, who would also be happy to listen to our podcast and also almost be like a neutral judge?
Great question. I was going to say the first name that popped in my head was Disc, but I probably wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him at the moment.
No, he's ruled out immediately.
Yeah. I thought Joe Rogan and Alex Cooper would be good judges, but they're probably not going to listen.
Well, we're happy. I mean, we may as well ask them. Yeah. But we can report back as to whether they write back or not.
I hope not. What?
Did anyone have another idea of how we can do that?
I think just put it to the Chocs. If you,
Yeah,
I mean,
think
you guys
the
can do.
Chocs. We trust the Chocs.
We do.
Oh, no, absolutely. I'm saying, you know how in Dancing with the Stars it's like judges score, audience score, and then that culmination decides who gets sent home. Similar here. You get sent home early. You miss the last 10 minutes of the podcast. You're probably on a smoker's break.
Hedges and hedges.
Just ways that we could go.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
Press the X button, buddy.
Alrighty.
You're in for an X. Yeah. Someone will read it next.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's a good one. Nah, internet.
Beautiful. This one was actually on your favourite app, Skin, Reddit.
Well, that's okay. That's not X.
Okay. Close. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
That works.
Yeah. All
It's got to
right.
be on the internet.
Yeah.
That's what we mean by X.
Same thing. All right. And it's a discussion, I think. It says you can upgrade one organ in your body. What's it do now? And then I am Glenn. Well, since I was born deaf, you can imagine that it's an easy answer for me. I would love to have a bigger dick.
Yeah.
Or as we would put it,
Big as hard.
The Pen 15.
Penis the menace.
something about that type of gear that
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
gets me up and about where it's like, should go this way, but obviously it doesn't.
You've almost just defined a joke.
Comedy.
Yeah.
It's just comedy.
Yeah.
And that's what we teach you. It's educational.
Really weird how comedy's funny sometimes.
Ours biggest to explain it.
Ours more than most.
Rightio, that's another We Got the Chocolates podcast complete. Now, we would love you to get in contact with us at We Got the Chocolates wherever you are on social media. Skin normally does give some homework for anyone who is a teacher's pet type of operator at the end of an episode. I think this week I sort of wrote it all.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
think
Happy
you're
to
more
run us
across
through
it. No, I trust you. You seem to cross it. I think it's...
All right. Well, here's a couple of ways that you can help us. Just if you're sitting there listening,
Nice.
going like, actually, these guys are very good. I laughed a couple of times, continued to listen, and I'm now wondering how I can help them. We have Chocs Chinwag in Brisbane. We've now, due to such high demand, we have now had to ticket the event.
Are you joking? This is news to me.
Yeah, well, it's news to everyone. That's somewhat of a lie. It's more just that we had no idea how many people were coming. We're starting to get nervous. Like that lots of people do rock up. We kind of want to have some idea of how many people.
Some sort of
more so
order.
the
Or
easy
that no
times.
people
Yeah,
might
we
rock
want to
up.
know if 3 people are coming.
It's more so the easy times can decide if they need to put on another staff member.
Or have no staff.
So it's probably, or if
Yeah.
they should just tell everyone we're closed. So it's kind of that type of reason is why we've had to ticket it. But that'd be great if you jump onto our website, I think, Skin.
Yep,
We've
our
got
website.
chocolates.
To clarify, the tickets are $0. You just
So much $0.
you just need
Yeah.
you just need to have the barcode on your phone. Yeah, which
Yeah.
you can get from our website. WeGotTheChocolates.com.au.
And,
Yeah.
and we are on trend to sponsor people as well as companies.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we're actually begging you to come. You couldn't be paying less money for this type of event. Then there is one that you can pay more for.
Nice.
That's, and by more I mean some money, like a regular ticket price.
Yeah.
That's the Chocs Brisbane live show. Right, that is also now on sale. which
Oh
we're
my
very
God.
Excited about.
Wow.
Also very nervous / apprehensive about, but mainly excited.
It's insane.
Yes.
How are you going with that?
Oh, man, I'm fine.
You're flying.
If by fine you mean quite nervous and shitting myself. But in the good news, this one's further away. I've got so long to prepare. I can learn my lines. We'll be good.
Lines?
We
We've
don't
got
rehearse
lines?
this.
Not that we write
Oh,
any of
yeah,
this
well-
gear.
Yeah, we don't rehearse.
I write all my gear.
Yeah.
I have to.
Skip will just have a page of notes.
Sitting in front of a live audience like this.
Now, the link for that, I'm a little bit hazier on the details. That is being run through someone else. So that's in our Instagram bio, the link tree that we have in our Instagram bio is where you need to go to get those tickets. Third thing, we're also going, this does not include Gode, unfortunately, because he still has a real job, but we are going to Dunedin in New Zealand. So if there is anyone there that has any ideas on things to do, and I don't just mean like your classic, like, hey, we Googled this and it said, here's the touristy things to do. I mean, a golf course, rugby training we could go to kick some conversions against people. Any sort of ideas like that. We could do a Chocs chinwag over there for all we know.
Hell yeah.
There could be some New Zealand participants that want to
Participate.
in
drinking beers.
and drinking beers. Which apparently there is a brewery tour. Actually, we could do that.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Sorry, go. That would be the third piece of homework. That was a long homework segment this week. I apologise about that. But that would be wonderful to do. Remember to get out and have a chinwag with a few of your mates, whether you come to the Brisbane one or not. Just do it in your own time. If you're doing that, you're absolutely getting the chocolates. We'll speak to you again this time next week. And as always, good luck in the future. And that's Thomas. Love you. Love you.
Love you.